Great morning. Great morning, amazing people. I hope everybody's feeling great today. Happy Saturday. I wanted to come and I want to share today. In some places it's supposed to be very, very warm today. Please stay hydrated, people. Please try to stay cool. If you don't have to go out, don't go out. It's supposed to be pretty, pretty warm today. I know where I'm at is supposed to be like almost 100. Another thing that I want people to do is make sure that you're stocked up on water. I know at Target they got gallons of water for like 65 cents. If that helps, or bottled water too. But it's becoming some hot days. And juice and tea and stuff like that, that doesn't really hydrate us. So I just want to make sure people have water. Um, I know I went to Target and I had got like 40 gallons of water and put them in the garage, just to make sure that we have enough water. Um, Hello, great, great people, amazing people. I mean, if nobody told you today that you amazing, I'm always gonna say great, great morning, amazing people. Um, so that was just some little tips, get some water, just with the whole like formula shortage and stuff. We just want to make sure that we had the things that we need. Um, so I was up all night long, y'all, and I had went to sleep this morning, and I really just want to come share with people. Like, I know it's a lot going on in the world. I know people have a lot going on in their life, but I just want you to know like you're not alone. If you pray, pray. If you have somebody that you can trust to talk to them. I feel like I was up for a reason last night. And I was up for a reason. I was up watching this new show. And I really just couldn't. I was like, dang, this show's so good, I can't even go to sleep. So I stayed up all night, binge watching it. And I was scrolling social media a little bit. And I noticed that there was a lot of people, well, not like a lot like that, but I seen 2 to 3 posts, which is enough, of people that felt suicidal. This one lady posted like, I just don't want to be here no more. I just don't want to be gone. Don't reach out to me, And I'm just like, wow. But you know what? That be the hour, that people really feel like that. The calls I get, like y'all may not like really know that side of me, but I take suicide calls. I take as many as I can. I'm not set up to where, you know, um, I want to be set up one day, to be able to assist. I know they have suicide hotlines and stuff like that. And, some people have shared with me they don't really utilize the hotlines because, they want to talk to somebody that understands exactly what they're going through. And that's life. People want to actually talk to somebody that understands, somebody that's not going to judge them, sometimes somebody that can relate, you know. Um, and nothing's wrong with that. But a lot of people don't utilize that resource, and I hope to be set up one day where, I can, talk to some people that have been through it, so we can together help people, you know, um, get some help and share with people like what our experiences was. And I share with people, I tell them, 9 times out of 10, that's why people reach out to me though, because they see my video or they know my story or they see me on the news or something, but that be the hour people like really be feeling like that at a high rate late at night like that. Um, but I do want to encourage anybody listening that ever feel like that, to talk to somebody. There's nothing wrong with going to get some help. I went to get some help. I went to a counselor every week, and I also spent some time in the hospital. And when I spent some time in the people call it the psychiatric ward, which I really don't feel like it should be called that, because that scares people a little bit, feeling like, oh, I'm in a psychiatric ward. I just feel like it should be called like mental health services ward or something like that. But, I'm not afraid to share with people if it's going to save their life and if it's going to help them heal. But people are silently suffering, with suicidal thoughts. You know, um, it may be somebody close to you that feel like that, and they don't express it to you because they don't want to be talked about, they don't want to be laughed at. It's just a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, I'm live. What's that? Oh, okay, I'm live though. Thank you. Thank you so much. So you know what was I saying about people? Yeah, so people are like silently suffering. And I also, just want y'all to know that with kids, the rates are rising with kids and feeling suicidal. And I just want us to be aware, if we ever see that on social media, and even if you haven't, experienced suicidal thoughts or anything, a listening ear is what a person that is feeling suicidal, that's what they want. I promise you. I've been there. You know, I did actually try to like go through with it, and I took pills and stuff, but they want somebody to listen and not be judgmental. Just let them vent, comfort them, you know, remind them that they have a purpose, remind them of their strength, remind them of their greatness. It's tough dealing with it. It's tough walking around and feeling like nobody loves you, nobody cares about you. You're going through a lot of stuff. People always come down on you. Let me tell you something. One thing about somebody that's suicidal, like it's a high rate that they were the black sheep in their family. I found that out by just talking to people. And a lot of people was like, I always been the black sheep of my family, you know. And that right there just tells me, the person, the strongest person, the person that didn't go along with the foolishness, the person that was brave enough, to speak up, and things like that was made to feel some type of way. That's why I feel like the black sheeps in the family are very strong people. We carry a whole bunch, you know we deal with a lot. We got to come up and break generational curses that's so strong and been going on for so long. It could be tiring. It could be a lot on a person. So like I just want people to be aware. This is something that's happening in our community with our children and our loved ones and our friends and stuff like that. If you see a post like that on social media, try to reach out to that person and try to give them some comfort. Even though the one lady last night, she's like, don't reach out to me, her mind's made up. I still reached out to her just to let her know, listen, I'm here. you know, I don't know you, but I've been there. I know how it feel to want to just end your life because your life is so heavy. You got so much going on. You feel worthless. You know what I mean? You just sitting up and you just feeling like killing yourself is the answer because that's what a suicidal person feels like. They feel like if I take my life right now, I don't have to worry about the hurt, the pain, the trauma. I don't got to worry about people coming up against me. I don't got to worry about people talking about me. I don't got to, you know, that's how they feel. Like ending my life is the answer. And I found out that's not the answer. I prayed. I got closer to the Almighty. That wasn't the answer to my problems. But when you in a dark place, I was in a very, very dark place. And I know the dark place that these other people are in, and it makes you think so many things and feel worthless. And if you have somebody, you just let them know that you love them and you care about them. You know, some people that have suicidal thoughts, they isolate themselves. You know, and sometimes it be the people in the family that a lot of people talk about and try to come down on. Check on your people. Be a listening ear. Be more compassionate. Don't nobody want to go through no situation like a person that took their life and then everybody sitting around like, oh, they could have came and talked to me, lying, because that's what people be doing. They be lying. We shouldn't be in families gossiping because somebody had a mental breakdown or gossiping because somebody needed to go to the psychiatric ward. That's what's wrong with our culture now. And I'm telling anybody that's listening that ever felt like you felt suicidal, ain't nothing wrong with getting help. I want you to know that from me. I went and got the help I needed. People ain't born suicidal. People don't wake up suicidal. People don't wake up depressed. People don't ain't born depressed or have anxiety or have mental health problems. People wasn't born and they don't wake up like that. What I want people to understand is things happen to people. People have been molested, people have been raped, people have been mentally abused, physically abused, starved, neglected, all type of stuff growing up. All type of stuff happened. Could you even really imagine? Some people can't even imagine some of the things that people went through that they don't even talk about. That's why you see people drinking a whole lot. You see people start doing drugs. And then we sit up in families and refer to them as, oh, they're a crackhead. That's wrong too. Oh, they're alcoholic. They drink all the time. We don't even have enough compassion to sit up and think about that they self-medicating for real. These people are drinking, smoking crack, and doing all type of stuff because they don't want to think about what they've been through. They don't want to think about how somebody violated them, how somebody treated them. They trying to drown it out. And what do some people do? Come along and call them the family drunk, the family crackhead, all type of stuff. Make fun of them, talk to them like they nothing, let the kids disrespect them, not even know that they battling something on the inside. And you know how I know? Because I've sat down and I've talked to people that drink all the time. I sat down and talked to people that's labeled the crackhead in their family. This man told me that he was molested by a family member. And who was he going to tell? That didn't look at him like he was gay because he was molested by a man family member. I'm just really bringing this to y'all so we have compassion. I don't want to lose somebody because they felt suicidal. I don't want to lose somebody because they was in a dark place. It was just in my spirit and on my heart to go live about this because you never know what somebody's sitting up going through. You may have never went through depression or anxiety, any mental problems, suicidal thoughts, but you could be compassionate for people that are going through it. Do you know you being a listening ear could save somebody's life? We can't never be too busy to just stop for a moment and be there for somebody. The person, you may know them and you may not know them. I always ask my kids, like, is there anything y'all want to talk about? Anything on your mind? I have boys. Boys are set to a different standard. They feel like they can't talk about their feelings. And that's part of why I do what I do. Because there's so many black men suffering. Because they can't even express how they feel. Just imagine us women, what we sit up and go through. But imagine that it's two times worse what a black man's going through because this world tells him to be strong. Tell him if he cry, he's weak. I would never want my boys to be walking around here in a dark place on the inside, screaming on the inside. That's why it's so important for us to do better by our black men. People may not want to acknowledge it, they have it worse. It's like nobody's listening to them. Nobody cares how they feel. Who they gonna express things to? We sit up and we treat their manhood any type of way. We are all human beings that walk this earth. We all feel. We all get our feelings hurt. We all go through things. We shouldn't be separating the compassion and the comfort and the concern by if you a man or a woman. Check on the black men in your life today. Give them a hug. Ask them if are they okay? Is there anything they want to talk about? Make sure they know that with you, it's a safe space. I make sure the black men that is in my life and in my family, it's a safe space for them to talk to me about whatever they want to talk about. Cause I know they hurt too. I know they go through stuff too. I just want us to be better as people. It just hurts my heart when I see people that want to commit suicide because I've been there. And I just have no choice but to also be concerned about our black men that don't have nobody to talk to. There's black men in relationships that can't even talk to their woman because they woman ain't listening. Or if a man sit up here and express himself, he's wrong. He's made to be wrong. He's silenced. We really got to do better in our community. We gotta acknowledge and respect and understand that our black men have a voice too. Stop silencing them. Some of y'all are mothers of black men, and you love your sons dearly. Could you imagine somebody trying to silence them? Could you imagine them crying out for help? Could you imagine, God forbid, they ever feel like they want to take their life? I think about things like that with my sons, and I'm like, you know what? I don't never want my sons to feel like that ever. I don't ever want no black man to feel like that. It ain't just about my sons; it's about every black man in the culture. Period. I don't want nobody be feeling like they can't talk about what they're going through. We got to change that in our community. We got to promote, mental health awareness on both ends, not just with black women, with black men too. It starts with our mental health. It's not really a lot of, mental health awareness when it comes to black men. And what does that make black men feel like? Their mental health don't matter, and it do. It do. These are our fathers, our brothers, our cousins. These are our kids' fathers, our family. Their mental health do matter. I just it was just on my heart this morning, So I just wanted to come, you know, and talk about, just everything overall. Just as a reminder, just as the people out there listening that you feel like you alone and you ain't got nobody to talk to. You're not alone. And when people message me and they tell me they feel like that, I stop what I'm doing. I get right on the phone with them. Cause a person like that they don't need to be alone. I promise you, a person that is feeling suicidal, most of them, they just want somebody to listen. They want somebody to care. They want somebody to understand. They want to feel comfortable in an environment where they're able to share what they're going through with somebody that's not going to judge them and somebody that's going to give some suggestions on how they come out of that situation. That was all I really wanted to say. Thank you. Jimmy, what you talking about? This society is not for me, and I'm not for the society. I'm okay with that. I truly am. I've done everything I was supposed to do on this earth. What do you mean, Jimmy? If you need to talk, you message me. Rolling, some men feel lonely in this world, no matter what type of relationships they have. And that's sad. Pure shot, you're welcome. Y'all wouldn't even understand the number of men that feel lonely. Men try to express themselves, and what do? We shut them down. We don't listen. We gotta change that. We can't do that. It's wrong. Just like we want our black men to listen to us, we gotta listen to them. If I don't do nothing else, I'ma keep talking until black men get their voice back. I'ma keep talking until the people that I can reach don't feel suicidal no more. I'ma keep talking until we start respecting each other in our community. I'ma keep talking us into a greater and a better place. I'ma keep talking until we feel great about ourselves, till we feel amazing about ourselves, till we understand we are great, until we understand we could do anything we put our mind to, until we understand that we don't operate on fear. I'ma keep talking. Black men are so powerful, and Imma tell you why they so powerful. Because y'all see we still going through racism in 2022. Why is the attack on black and brown people? Why? Because they know our power. Why want us dead? Why go spray on the fence, kill us? Why go in places? Why are we such a threat? because we are chosen. We are powerful. We were born with great gifts. But not only are we as a culture and a people and a community a threat, are black men. Let me tell y'all this. Black men are powerful. They're great. They're protectors. Black men are even greater with a strong black woman behind him, and not behind him in that kind of way, but one that got his back, one that's speaking life into him, reminding him who he is in the family unit, reminding him who he is as a man. So as a community, we're a threat, and then our black men are a threat. And then put the power of the black woman behind the black man. Oh, they really mad. That's why it has been generational that we in competition and we at each other inside of our community. That's why. Because they know it's over if we start working together. It's over. We start speaking life into our black men. It's over. It's a wrap. If we unify inside of the community and ain't no division between black women and black men, we don't need them, y'all. That's the fear. That's the fear. And this is coming from my spirit. That's the fear. I'm gonna keep talking though. Yesterday I posted a post about buying a town, us buy it, us build, building on it, create peaceful environments. That's the type of stuff that, I think about. I was telling my mom the other day, I'm like, buy land, all of us build a house on it. Those are the type of goals. And I deleted the post, y'all. I deleted the post. It was so much great on a post, but then you had the people coming and instilling fear in people. You know what I mean? Like coming being negative, like, oh, this'll happen, that'll happen. They might come bomb it, they might set it on fire. And I'm just like, never mind. Just never mind. And I understand things like that happened before, but that's not about to happen now. We're not tolerating that. Um, ain't nobody about to be scared to buy land and build on it and create, generational ways for their family. Ain't nobody about to be scared. But we gonna be scared and stay down? We could own property and build on it. I'm not about to be scared out of doing stuff. I'm not about to be scared out of wanting y'all and our whole community to be better and to do better. I'm not about to be scared. Right. Leave the negativity. Right. If you watching on YouTube, you can message me on Instagram. Todd, it's the Sabbath. Why all the gossip? Todd, what are you talking about? Who's gossiping? Right, Elisa, we ain't scared buy to buy land, We as people, we invest our money into every day, all the time stuff that, ain't no of value to us. Supporting other we invest in people, and what we do is we help them create generational wealth for their family when we buy certain things. These designer bags and stuff like that. They created that business to create generational wealth for their families, to set their family up for generations to come. Ain't no way I'm not saying don't like nice stuff, but ain't no way we investing in somebody else before we invest in our own people and ourselves. Ain't no way. William, we blacks are the most hated race out here. Look at what happened in Buffalo. Yeah, that's what sparked it in me when I seen them spray paint that. Imagine staying somewhere and a lot of people were saying Buffalo been racist like that. Imagine having to live somewhere like that. But then seeing that just makes me want to live among my own people. And it's sad because around my own people, I feel like that's the only way I'm gonna be safe. It's like if we all live amongst each other, and we don't live around those people, we don't have to worry about that type of stuff. That's how I look at it. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that hurts to see that. That hurt to see that video with that man in Harlem walking around with needles, trying to stab black people with them. The man go in that grocery store and kill them people. That hurts to see that. To know that that's out here. Read Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy. That's my favorite book. Todd, where is God of Israel? It's never mentioned. Todd, let me tell you something, okay? And this is with love. I don't know what part you came in, but I don't leave the Almighty God out of nothing. Just because, let me tell you, don't be ignorant, Todd. You may not have been in here the whole time and heard me talk about the Almighty God. So don't do that. Don't bring that drama over here to this live. Don't come over here talking about stuff you don't know. Talking about it's never mentioned in these podcasts. I don't know what podcast you listen to, but definitely was mentioned over here. William, our kind killing each other out here. Women are not getting a pass no more out here. We got to stop doing that too. We got to stop killing each other in the community. Y'all men got to start, and I know this ain't easy because it ain't a village like it used to be. Back, when my mom was little, people in the neighborhood could correct you. They could discipline you. They could talk to you. They can get out there and break up fights and stuff like that. I understand these day and age people act like you can't say nothing to their kids. And that's a shame. People, we gotta stop being like that. You ain't around your kids all the time. Your kids could be out, getting into a fight, getting into something, you know, and somebody break the fight up. Or, somebody try to, intervene before they get in trouble and things like that. It takes a village. People gotta stop being like, oh, can't nobody say nothing to my kids. Can't nobody correct my kids. That's the wrong approach. It's the wrong approach. It's the wrong approach. It's all right. I'm about to block Todd. We don't need that kind of negativity over here. We don't need that. I blocked them. Found your channel 2 weeks ago, and every time I see a notification pop up, I listen because you on the same thing I'm on. The white man knows it takes 32 white men to make one black man, and they scared. Hold on, somebody said I got it wrong. Okay, hold on, let me read that comment. You got it wrong. You have a much greater chance of getting killed by someone who looks like you. Dennis, um, I don't know if that's true or false. I don't know if that's true or false. I don't have nothing to support that. All I could say is that I hope that our people wake up and understand that we are not the enemy. Each other, we're not the enemy. I hope we wake up and we understand the things that were, put on our community to divide us. All the different things that we have divide us. I don't see no other culture so divided. We divided by gangs. We divided by religion. We divided by dark skin, light skin. We divided by skinny and fat. If y'all ever sit back and think about it, we divided by so many different things. I do not see other cultures divided like that. Until we wake up and understand why we divided like that. That's the power. That's the power right there. Christy, where's the love? Absolutely. And it's a lot of people, like I've met a lot of people that, are in different, I don't even really like to call them gangs. Like that's what people call them gangs, right? But different like organizations or rep different stuff, you know? And you know what? I'm gonna tell you, I've been around some people, that rep certain stuff. And the people I've been around, it's like a family for real, for real. I be feeling like people try to make it seem like it's gangs, but it's like everybody that's affiliated, to be honest with you, don't gang bang, don't be out here trying to do crazy stuff. It's like they be having like it be like a family unit. Everybody look out for everybody, and things like that. I just wish like different organizations or people that, rep certain stuff. I wish it was like, teach other people how to be like family. Teach other people how to be like united, and don't be against other people because they believe, something different from what you believe. I don't dislike people that are Muslim, because I'm a spiritual person. I give them the same respect. I don't feel like, oh no, I can't hang with somebody that Muslim or talk to somebody that's Muslim because they don't believe what I believe. No, I love them too. I love them too. And it's something that they can teach me as well. I have sat down, I have talked to people that are affiliated, that have taught me so much. And just watching how they operate with other people, I'm just like, wow, y'all like a family. It's more like a brotherhood. So they out here trying to say y'all gangs and y'all gang banging and putting that label on y'all, but never ever said what the real gang is. The real gang is the KKK. They got a free pass out here to go and burn up some stuff and hang people and all type of stuff. Do you have like some of the younger people that might be affiliated or rep a certain thing that might be gang banging going down the wrong road? You do have that. You do have that. But then you have those people that really look at it like a family, and they look out for each other. The family part is what they don't want you to see. The united part is the part they don't want you to see. The part where they sitting up, and I've had people that was affiliated and stuff, sit up and give me money to feed the homeless. I seen them all band together, and give me some money um to give away dinners at Christmas time, at Thanksgiving, all type of stuff. That's the part that people don't show. They just try to show you, oh, they affiliated with something, they gangbanger, but they don't never put the KKK in that type of light though. I promise you, everybody that's affiliated or everybody that is with a certain organization or whatever, they is not sitting up gang banging. They is not sitting up killing people. That's what they want you to believe. They are not doing that. Everybody is not doing that. They just aren't. But we in our community, we so divided by so many different things. And our people have the mindset that if you don't believe what I believe or you don't rep what I rep, we against each other. No, we are not. No, we are not. Third eye family, what means this sounds like it might be nice to have. Yeah, it is. It is. When you really sit down and you look at, some of these organizations and stuff that people try to make you say, oh, they a gang. And automatic gang mean bad to people. And people don't even really know what these organizations be doing behind the scenes. It's wild. The truth is always gonna be covered up with some lies all the time. That's why I research stuff and I talk to people for my own self. I don't just let somebody come and tell me, "Oh, they a gang. They doing this. They do bad stuff to people. They kill people." And I get to know people on my own, and I get to see what people are sitting up here doing. These people sitting up here doing stuff in the community. They sitting up here talking to the younger people, that's affiliated, letting them know, you know what I mean, the killing and against each other and all that. That ain't the way to go. You're never gonna see them talk about that part. You're never gonna see them talk about that part though. You just aren't. Because to be honest with you, and I'm just being real, what I see is these people, they have these organizations, they have formed families, they have formed unity, something that um we in the United States, we all should be it should be like this, period. But they don't because they feel threatened by what these people that started the organizations, they threatened by what they created. They threatened by what they created, and that's the threat. So it's like label them as a gang, so people look at them like bad people. But nobody's labeling the KKK as a gang. Nobody. They are given permission to get together. They get together right here in PA. I don't know about no other state. Y'all would have to educate me about that. But in PA, they get together, and it's legal for them to get together. And people know what they getting together to do, but it's legal for them to get together. Cassandra, I have never gone off what others say, maybe have judged because of what someone else has told them about me. Our youth is lost out here and no guidance no more. That's true. A lot of them are lost. The father's not around. Father's not in the home. Father's probably locked up. Some have a father in the home, and some of them still lost. But we gotta do some things to make sure we getting with our youth and we talking to them and showing our youth better ways, showing them better opportunities. That's our responsibility. Elisa said Tennessee, so they get together in Tennessee too. I only know about Pennsylvania because I think it was one day I think it was like in the paper or something that they was getting together or it was like going around and people was like, how? Like, how is people allowing this? They allow it. They allow it. They allow it. Jim Crow here in Chicago to our youth again. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good morning. Good morning. Kids are taking over these schools, bringing guns in there now. Well, William, how is the kids getting the guns? We got to think about the root of the problem. Okay, kids is bringing guns. Where are they getting the guns from? Why don't we form something to try to get these guns off the streets? These guns that they getting access to. Not just when they do these gun buybacks and things like that. I promise, our black men in the community could get together because these young boys, they look up to y'all. They look up to y'all. I bet if y'all did something in the community to get these guns off the street, they would listen to y'all. They would listen. I'm not saying all of them, but I believe some of them will listen. A lot of these young men are looking for a father figure. They looking for a man to, look up to. That's what a lot of them be looking for. Thomas, I totally agree. We have to be serious and stay focused in our culture as a whole. Absolutely. Absolutely. Third Eye, the Klan only get together in public because we black folks don't take up long range sniper classes. It's just sad. KKK still got chapters everywhere. I'm sure. I'm sure. Good question here in Chicago. Easy to get a gun here in Chicago. And it shouldn't be. And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be easy. William, sometimes the parents give them guns. That's sad. That's real sad. Then it's just like they want you to believe gangbangers kill everyone. They also want you to believe the KKK is a big scary problem. It's not. There are only like 2,000 of them fools, and they are listed as a hate group. To put that into perspective, there are only 100,000 street gang gang members. The KKK never disbanded. It's an organization. As long as they're not actively committing violence, they're allowed to group up. It's the white right way. We have to move smarter and counter. Down here, they are carjacking, snatching, and grabbing, robbing, and killing down here. And I feel like a lot of them are doing that. I feel like they don't. It's wrong. I feel like a lot of them don't know no other way. That I feel like they was taught, or they may have grew up around that, or somebody just taught them to be like that. And I just feel like those type of people can be rehabilitated. There's a lot of people that got off at the wrong start, early in life, and went down the wrong road, and it was around the wrong people, and they learned the wrong things. I just really pray that these people learn the right way. That's like we as people, I think we can admit and we could be real with ourselves. There's some things that we learned and we seen growing up, and we think it's okay, and we think it's right because that's what we seen. That's what we was taught. And then when you come to a point in life where somebody teach you something different, and you looking like, well, what I was taught was wrong, and you like, wow, all this time I thought I was doing right. I thought I was, and the whole time you was doing wrong. And these young men are the same way. Think about all the ones that's in prison right now. It's so many in prison for stuff they ain't do. It's people in prison that did it, but they got too much time because they black. Too much time because they black. Go in as a kid, still there as an adult. And it's like you don't have the same. I'm excluding any sexual crimes. When you go in at a young age, just like they're trying to say with this boy, this monster that went in that grocery store and killed these people. They're trying to sit up here and say it's a mental illness. They trying to say his brain ain't developed. It was developed enough to go in that place and target black people. Correct me if I'm wrong. They said he killed a white person, and he apologized for accidentally shooting them. But his target was black people. Your brain is very developed to me. But they won't do that with our black people that going to jail at 14, 15, 16. That really don't be knowing no better for real. and they be in there till they 30 and 40 years old. No rehabilitation at all. No, they are not rehabilitating our people. They are not. They are not. Some of our people aren't even making it home. They're not even making it home. That's how crazy it is. And it's just sad. It's sad. It's really sad to see. And that's why I really want our youth. I want us to get better and stronger with our youth. Cause baby, they're not building schools, they building prisons. It's like we gotta protect our youth. We gotta get them on the right path. It's too many of our black men incarcerated. And every year the number keep growing. The number keep growing. It's expected for black men. And black men are stereotyped like that too. Like they feel like every black man has just been to prison. It's wild. Like that's how we're stereotyped. You see a Caucasian man with a suit, you gonna think he rich. You see a black man, they labeling black men as deadbeat dads. They been to prison. That's wild. That's wild for our people. It's wild. Their system is built for us, not to return or return even more damage as releasing an animal. Vivi, I think we hate ourselves more than white people. It's crazy what I see. I don't think we hate ourselves more. I think we just been so conditioned and so taught to think and move a certain type of way. But it's like we can change our mindset and understand that the next black or brown person is not the competition. Like that, I posted a video last night. Some of y'all might have seen it with the white man that assaulted the girl. I posted that video because I didn't want Facebook to like ban me, y'all. But that man, I seen the other part. I don't know if they would let me post that, y'all. It was so graphic. I'm surprised the one I posted didn't get took down. He was in back of her. She was in line buying something. He in back of her somehow. You people make me sick or something like that. And she like, you people. She was like, can you like back up off of me? He was very close to her. And then that's when he started hitting her. A white man sitting up her hitting a black woman. And I was angry at the one black man that just stood there. And then somebody commented like, well, people don't just do that for no reason. Yes, they do. People hate us that bad. Yes, they do. They do that for no reason. That hurt my heart. Like, what? He just felt so comfortable punching her like she was a man. I seen that. I just lost my mind, y'all. I just lost my mind. We would have tore if I was in that store, we would have tore him down in that store. I promise you. Let me tell you something. He would have never ever in his life hit another black woman again. He would have never ever did that again. He'd have never did that again. That just makes me angry for our people. Like it really, really do. That they feel like they could just be like you just feel so comfortable punching on a black woman. Like, no. And some of them are like that. They just hate us. They just hate the sight of us. So no, it don't gotta be a reason all the time. They just do it. and said to see I can call him a man or a king, so I have to call him a servant because he sat there and watched it being done. Yeah, that was like I'm sitting up here like, why ain't you do something? Like, they found out who he was though, and the sad thing about it, um, the in the video it stated he has not been arrested, and he has a long rap sheet of assault with battery. Y'all gotta see the video. It's on my page. Um, that's a shame. Why hasn't he been arrested? If he was black, he would have been arrested and been charged with a whole bunch of stuff. He just walking around Florida, no, and he did that. It's wow. It's crazy. Ira, you feel me? See, see you like me. There's no way that could have happened in front of me as a king, as a god that's in me. There's no way. Right. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I would have helped her. Ain't no way. James, Black Lives Matter is a fraud and nothing is being done about it. I just kind of feel like if that lady from Black Lives Matter did all that with that money, why isn't there any charges? We just hear stuff in the news about it. Nobody been charged, nothing been happened. I don't know. It just makes me kind of think about stuff like that. Yeah. After some people were laughing at Kevin Samuels' death, you're gonna see a lot more of that happening. I'm gonna post a video when I get off live about a guy addressing that on TikTok, and I duetted it, and I think he's right because I don't know if y'all know there was actually women on TikTok saying that they do voodoo and they did voodoo on Kevin Samuels. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They was on there saying that he addressed it, and he was right. He was right. I'm gonna post it, so y'all be looking for that video. I'm gonna post what he said. Samuel, he should have had canned good dents in on his head or drowned in the produce section. I'm not going. Let me tell you something. Saying I would have poked his eyes out, y'all. I promise y'all. I would have did something. He'd have knew better. He would have knew better. He would have knew better. He would have knew better. I promise you. I couldn't let something like that happen like that in front of me. You right. He wouldn't have had made it out. He wouldn't have made it out. I promise you. I promise you he wouldn't have made it out that store. Tyre said, not in front of me. That right hand of God, he would have gotten right. Exactly. Exactly. I've been, I ain't been in no situation, like that, but I've been in situations where people like try to, get smart, with me and stuff like that. And that's how I know it's some great black men out here. It's some great black men out here that stepped up, ain't even know me, and was like, you ain't gonna talk to this sister like that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, black men ain't got to know you to protect you, but they gonna step up to the plate and they gonna protect you because that's natural for them. We gotta let them be natural. We gotta let them do their natural duty. That's natural for them to protect us, knowing us or not knowing us. They gonna protect us, and we gotta protect them too. Third eye said exactly. He would have been dissected and rearranged. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. James Smith, people who rejoice over the death of a human being are as evil as can be, and they should not be trusted. I agree wholeheartedly. That's something that's in people. I agree wholeheartedly with that. Mm-hmm. Reginald, and we appreciate the fact of you standing up for us. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm about truth, and I'm about real, and I'm about right is right and wrong is wrong. It don't matter who it is. It could be my parent, my child. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I'ma let them know they wrong. I don't take people's side because I known them for a long time. I don't take people's side because they my child, my mom, my sibling. I don't do that. And everybody that know me, I don't do that. I hold people accountable. I don't go along with wrong stuff. Going along with wrong stuff, you don't teach people nothing. Going along with wrong stuff will have the person that's wrong feel like it's okay to do things like that. The Almighty God, that's not good with him. That's not good with him to sit up and condone wrongdoing to somebody else. You don't do stuff like that. Cassandra, they attacked their brother with voodoo because of his words or his opinions, but the KKK doing all these horrific acts against us and our people. That's what the man said in the video, y'all. He said, "Oh, y'all sitting on here talking about y'all did voodoo on Kevin Samuels. Why don't y'all do voodoo on that mass shooter?" Oh yeah, he went in. I'ma post it, y'all. Oh, he went in. He went in. He was absolutely right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. That's why I do edit it because it was the truth, and the truth need to be exposed. The truth need to be said. Y'all heard that saying, "The truth will set you free." Yes, it will. Yes, it will. The Almighty's always gonna send somebody to tell the truth. I promise you that. Always gonna send somebody to tell the truth, to set you free and to clear your name. Sometimes you gotta be the truth teller and stand up. I think I was born to be a truth teller. I've been like that, my whole life. Like, that ain't how it happened. I ain't never sit up and let somebody lie on somebody or sit up and mm-mm. Nope. Nope, I wasn't standing by letting that happen. Cause you know why? I felt like I wouldn't never want somebody to sit up and uphold a lie on me or try to tell somebody I did something or, just something that's gonna affect my life, my livelihood, whatever. I wouldn't want nobody to condone no lie on me or no wrongdoing. So I'm not gonna do that to other people either. Be careful with that voodoo boosting. Karma is a M effort, right? Absolutely it is. So you gotta be very, very careful. Robert, the unfortunate thing is some black women been through bad situations and believe that black men are no good. They put us all under one umbrella. That's true, to a certain extent, Robert. We're trying to change that though. We're trying to change that outlook on black men. We're not gonna move forward and black men looked at as deadbeat dads and looked at as running, walking out on their kids and bad people. We're trying to change that outlook. And it starts in our community when we change that outlook about our black men. Our black men. We gotta change that. We also have to understand that our sons are a part of the all black men. Our brothers, our fathers, they're all a part of that. So before you down a black man, think about would you want somebody to down your father, your brother, your son, your cousin. Think about it. Your husband. Would you want somebody to do that to them? So you gotta think before we sit out here and we just try to down all black men and put them in one category. And the same thing go for y'all men. Don't put all of us women in one category. We didn't hurt y'all. We don't plan on hurting y'all. You know, it's some of us out here uplifting y'all, speaking life into y'all. You see what I'm saying? Reminding y'all that y'all great. Don't put us in the category of these other women out here that's trying to use y'all and disrespect y'all. That's not all of us. All of us don't operate like that. We see y'all as great. We respect y'all. We value y'all. But women, we got to do the same thing. We don't want them to put us all in one category. We can't put all of them in one category. We just can't do things like that. They have put us good men through the ringer. Until we all come together as one, the trend will continue. We gonna get better. I see us getting better. I see us getting better. William, the narrative needs to change. Chino, do you feel that you are in a healthy relationship? I do, Chino. Why you ask me that? I do feel like I'm in a healthy one. You have to understand what a healthy relationship is, though. A lot of people have been in toxic relationships, so they continue to attract toxic relationships. And it's like once you realize what a healthy relationship is, then you'll attract yourself or you'll get involved in a healthy relationship. Too many women are allowing themselves to be cookie cutters now. We need to start having civilization classes. Okay. It's a lot that we can do to be better as people, just as long as we all, are on board and we understand each other. And we understand that we don't have to be in a bad environment with each other. We don't have to be against each other. We can clap for each other. We can be happy for each other. You know what I mean? Because we in this together. One of us win, we all win. 10 of us win, we all win. But we all gonna be winning in our own way, you know? Hey Derek, how are you? Andre, thank you, Andre. I just love our people. I really do. I just want to see us do better. I want to see us loved how we deserve to be loved. You know, us cared about how we deserve to be cared about. Us to be compassionate about each other and what each other's going through. Because let's think about it. Everybody has been through something. You're going to run into somebody and you don't know what they're battling. You don't know what they got going on in their life. That's why when I meet people, when I'm out and about, y'all, and I meet people, I just try to be like, "Hi, how you doing?" I just try to be like a light. I try to be like positive, loving, caring. That's how I try to be. That's something I wanted growing up that I didn't get a lot of. So I take that experience of, okay, Shalakimia, you wanted to be loved growing up, you want to be cared about, you wanted people to be compassionate towards you, you know. So knowing that I wanted that growing up, that's what I give. If that makes sense. That's what I give to people. Cause I don't know who's going through what. I smile at a black man in the grocery store. He was looking at me crazy. So I'm just not used to black women smiling. I'm really used to black women frowning their face up and looking at me crazy. And I'm like, oh, I understand that. I said, but not this black woman. Hello, how you doing today? That's how I always try to greet people. Some people don't say nothing back sometimes. But then some people will stop and talk to me though. If I make eye contact with you, I'm gonna be like, hey, how you doing? But some people stop and, talk to me. Some people look at me like I'm crazy because they're not used to that. It's like, our people used to looking at each other, me mugging each other, stuff like that. Nah, we don't gotta be like that. We don't gotta be like that. Chino, do you ever do personal counseling? I do. I do all the time. Yep. I do all the time. Yeah. Uncle Freddie Mac show. Hey, Uncle Freddie Mac. You my uncle now. Freddie Mac. Freddie Mac said that's so sweet. Yeah, you don't know who you gonna see at the grocery store, y'all, at the mall, anywhere. And just your hello, how you doing, or your smile can just touch them. I'm not. I used to do that. Y'all used to be so mad about stuff that I was going through. I would be mean mugging people, and once I realized I was doing that, I stopped. I was like, I ain't doing that. Like now, I'll be smiling at everybody. They probably think I'm crazy, and I be just a smiling, hey, how you doing? I want to spread some positive vibes. I done spread it enough vibes because what I was going through showed on my face. Everything I went through growing up showed on my face. My face was so mean sometimes. You know what I mean? Probably all the time. I could be real about mine, probably all the time. But I had to change that up. I had to change that up. I want to see people, and give them a smile. I want to ask people how they doing. I want to spread some positive vibes. Like that's what I want to do when I see people now. Thank you, Elisa. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ira. Thank you, Uncle Freddie Mac show. I love the way you speak, and we need a lot of good women like you. It is a lot of good women like me too. They right here in these comments. They right on my page. I met a lot of amazing women, on my page. A lot of amazing women. They have beautiful spirits, so encouraging, so empowering. They really are. Ira bring love, brings love to my heart and the light in me. Thank you. You're welcome. That's what we should do for people. We should bring the best out of people. We should remind people who they are. You don't know who you're gonna come in contact with, right? And that person need for you to be. They need that reminder. They need that reminder. That's why I always be like, "Great morning, amazing people. I need y'all to know y'all amazing every single day y'all wake up. I need y'all to know that." And I know sometimes I could come on here and be tough on y'all, but I gotta be tough on y'all because I see the greatness down inside of you. I see the amazing people down inside of you. I see your great gifts down inside of you. Do you know so many of y'all don't even know y'all got gifts down on the inside of y'all that need activated? So much stuff that need activated. And say hello, how you doing? And thank you so much. I would love to be your uncle. Well, you my uncle now. CMU, yes, Charlotte King, spread the love. I smile, open doors for black women, and all out of respect. You can't kill my cavalry. Exactly. Exactly. I make sure when a black man open the door for me, I'd be like, thank you so much. Or even, a black woman, I'd be like, thank you so much. And, I hold the door, for them too. Just being nice. You know what I mean? Just being positive. You don't know how you would change somebody's outlook, change somebody's day, brighten somebody's day, you know? Ira, light attracts light. Absolutely. Absolutely. Same you. Love is a superpower. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah. So do you match make people? I don't. I don't. I used to. I did. I actually it's kind of ironic. Like I was working this cleaning job part time before, and thank you, Fritz. Thank you so much. And I worked this cleaning job before, and I was new, and the other guy was new. And this is like no joke. And I'm gonna have them. I'm gonna see if they'll come on the show, right? Um, it's my cousin and my little cousin, and I was working at the cleaning job, and me and this guy had just got hired. So no lie, y'all. The man is telling us like, this is what y'all gotta do every day, be here at 4, y'all leave at 9, just giving us the rundown of the building, what need clean, stuff like that. The man walked away, and I said to the man, I said, the owner, the boss walked away. And I said to the guy we just met, we never ever met before. I said, I need to introduce you to my cousin. And he looking at me like, what? He was looking at me so crazy. I'm like, I need to introduce you to my cousin. And he was like, okay, like looking at me side eye. So I think I called my cousin. I can't remember. It was so long ago. They've been together so long and they're married now. And I have to answer. But I think I called her and I told her about him. And it was ironic. They had met before briefly. And I had, linked them up, and it's history. It's history. They started talking. They're married now. I want to say this was maybe 7, 8 years ago, but they're married. They're married now. They're married. I have another couple I hooked up. I just knew they was good for each other. They're married too. So I have done that before. And I really enjoyed it because I love seeing people happy, in healthy relationships and stuff. I really do. Yeah, I really do. So I used to. Hey, Rock. Good morning. Great morning. We just spending some time together this morning. Uncle Freddie Mac, that's why I support you because you are so sweet and have a good spirit. Thank you so much, Uncle Freddie. Thank you so much. It took a lot to get here, though, y'all. I've been through a lot in life, but I feel like I went through a lot in life for a time just like this. I feel like I went through, so much so I can learn, so much. And so I was built up, to be able to help other people through things. I used to feel like the Almighty did not love me. And it was hard. I'm like, what, you don't love me, God? Like, why I'm always going through stuff? But it was that he did love me, and he was raising me up for a time in our community like this, because I never thought about me being like a motivational speaker, or me being able to help people do stuff. Since I was a little girl, I was a little girl. There was two things that I wanted to be when I grew up, right? One was I wanted to be a monster when I grew up because I always watched like scary movies and stuff. So I always wanted to be a monster, and I always wanted to be a lawyer. So those was my well, I wasn't really going to be a monster, but I wanted to be like a lawyer. And that was always my focus, was to become, a lawyer, whatever. And it was never this. Like, it was never speaking out, speaking to people. It was never anything like this at all. I never even planned to be a business coach. It just kind of happened, which is great. I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of who I became. I'm glad that I can speak to people, and encourage people and empower people. And I love to remind people of who they are, because sometimes we forget. Sometimes we be in such a dark place, we forget who we are as people, but I love reminding people, like, listen, you great. You know what I mean? Like, can't nobody do that thing like you gonna do it. You're needed, you're valued. I love telling people that. I love telling people that. I really do. There's purpose in our pain. Absolutely, Fritz. Absolutely. It is. It really, really is. And I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm happy with my life. You know, um, I'm I'm happy for what I stand for. I'm happy to serve the Almighty, and just bring light to this world and to people, you know. Monster or lawyer, tomato, tomato. One thing I could do, y'all, is I can defend somebody. I can defend somebody, y'all. That's one thing. And can nobody, I don't think nobody can really uh argue me. I could defend somebody. Yeah, I could do that. I could defend people. I wish you could again, and all you good, beautiful women here, don't be afraid to chat with me. Okay. Samuel, in order to intercede, God puts us through it to testify to others. Yes, absolutely. Nando, good morning. Great morning. Christy, If it ain't love, it ain't real. And if you hurt somebody, you're hurting yourself. You so true, Chrissy. You so true. So true. You have a great day too, Queen. You have a great day too. Chief, Shalakimi, you're truly a true Aries like me. We definitely see those leadership qualities. Thank you. Thank you. James, that's just part of the things I could tell you. Uncle Freddie, may God keep blessing you and your show. Thank you so much. We got a lot of work to do, but we gonna get the work done together, and we gonna become greater. We're gonna become greater people from it. I also, like want y'all to know, like, there's nothing wrong with apologizing. Nothing's wrong with taking accountability. It's actually so much power in it. And I don't know who's listening that has always been afraid of being wrong and haven't ever had the courage to apologize. I want you or take accountability. I want you to come up out of that. Because when you take accountability and you apologize, you grow. You grow into a better person. It doesn't hurt you. It doesn't hold you back. It doesn't take nothing from you. It adds to you. Just imagine when people have done you wrong and you never ever got an apology. That hurts when you never ever get an apology. It hurts when you have to be okay with not getting the apology. But let's be a different kind of people. Let's be the type of people that knows how that feel to not get an apology, knowing somebody was wrong, knowing you ain't did nothing but did a solid for somebody and they did you wrong. Imagine what that feel like, right? Now think about it. Don't make other people feel like that because you know how much it hurts. And that's the key to growing. And that's the key to learning. Like, hold up, Shalakemia. You've been hurt. You've been there for people. You did people a solid. And they turn around and they hurt you. They lied on your name. They drug your name through the dirt. So then I gotta think, Shalakemia, you know how that feels. That hurts you to your heart. Don't make nobody feel like that, Shalakemia. I have to tell myself that. Don't make nobody feel like that. You know what it feels like. It's not a good feeling. And that's how you learn. That's how I learn to be accountable and be responsible for me. It's through my hurt and pain. And saying I'm not gonna put nobody through this. I'm gonna be better than that. Humble hearts will not be hindered. Do unto them as you would have them do unto you. Absolutely. 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 Well, I love y'all. I'm not gonna take up no more of y'all Saturday today. I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in with me on this Saturday. I thought it was, needed that we had this talk today. I don't know who needed it. I could have needed it. One of y'all listening could have needed it, but I'm glad that we're able to come together, like this and have this kind of talk. And I love when y'all comment in the comments because other people learn from your comment. When y'all comment, y'all teaching other people stuff. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to keep coming together like this, and having these kind of talks with each other so we can better us and better our community. Thank you. And better our community as a whole. But y'all have a good Saturday. Remember, I told y'all to go get some water. Target got water for like 65 cents a gallon. Make sure y'all got some water. It's gonna be some hot days. You know, make sure y'all just get a little bit stocked up and stuff on that. Enjoy your Saturday. Do something that you love today. Watch you a good movie. Enjoy today. Enjoy today. Enjoy yourself. You deserve it. But I love y'all. I want you to know that you great. I want you to know that you valuable. And I want you to know that you amazing. Happy Saturday, and I love y'all.